started really a slight tremor. It wasn't really much. I didn't even give that much of a thought. The problem was it was getting worse. I mean, it just got unbelievable. So I went to Dr. Fishman, and he's the one that put me through all these tests, and he says, you don't have Parkinson's disease, you have essential tremors. I said, what in the world is that?
Essential tremor is one of several movement disorders. It's characterized, just as it sounds, by tremor. What people are disturbed about is that when they try to do things, their hands are tremulous.
It was very embarrassing. You try to compensate, you know, like trying to eat close to the plate and all this kind of stuff like that. Eat sandwiches instead of eating off the plate with, a fork, or coffee. I'd have half a cup of coffee and bring it up to my mouth with both hands to drink when I would drink coffee, and that's what I would do most of my life. So this friend calls me and he says, I saw this procedure done on this woman. She had a glass of water in her hand and she was going like this with her hand, shaking like crazy. And when they did this procedure, it just went boop, like that, and stopped. And she brought the glass up to her mouth and took a drink. I called my daughter and I told her about it, and she said, well, let me find out, Dad. Apparently, they're supposed to be doing something at the University of Maryland. So I called Dr. Fishman. He said, oh yeah, they're going to do something. He said, but I don't know if you're that bad enough. I said, what do you mean I'm not that bad? He said, well, you're taking that medicine, that should help you enough. Man, they put me through that test that they gave me. He said, yeah, you qualify. So I went ahead and had the procedure done.
If we go back 5 years, the standard of care for this would be medical therapy. We have a new algorithm. Now we can ablate those areas of thalamus responsible for essential tremor. Once we find the precise spot, we will focus these 10,024 beams onto that area in order to increase the temperature within that very specific focus of thalamus.
That's how high the temperature is going. So the higher it goes, the more successful usually it is.
At the same time, when we are doing that temperature rise, we will be checking the patient clinically. If he is improving and giving us a feedback that we are progressing in the right direction, we will keep increasing the temperature and permanently create a lesion in that area of the thalamus.
It took 4 hours for this procedure, and it was amazing how this procedure works, because of the light that they shoot a beam of light into your brain, where this it's a scar-like in your brain where the light hits it and burns it right out. I still don't know the whole thing about it. I mean, because they start talking about all this stuff happening and this and that, but the only thing I know is my hands stopped shaking. When they brought my supper to me, I remember they had chicken and mashed potatoes and peas on my plate. But I picked up the fork and picked up the peas and put them in my mouth and started eating them. And then I guess it was about 5 minutes or so, and I said, oh my God, I didn't drop any peas. Oh my God, it's reality. And I'm not doing anything like throwing things around the room or something like that. The putting has improved much since I had the procedure done, because I don't shake as much, or I don't shake at all. My putting still needs a lot of improvement. Don't get me wrong. Putting is putting. I don't care whether you shake or whatever. In the end, when you come out the tunnel, it's like saying, I didn't know whether I should go through this tunnel or not, but when you come out the end, it's like, thank you God, that there were people here who was able to do something like that for another human being. It's the best thing since hot sliced bread, as far as I'm concerned. Really. And I mean, I cannot see how anybody had this situation with a tremor would not want to try to have it done. Life is just fantastic. It really is. I enjoy life. I really do.